What's happening, y'all? It's Amy Nicholas, and in today's video, I wanted to show you behind the scenes of what does it actually look like when you're editing stock video footage. I know for me, the task seemed a bit daunting. Like, okay, I went and shot a bunch of footage. Now I got to figure out what am I supposed to do to make this look acceptable enough to be approved by whatever stock footage agency I'm working with. In my case, it's Pond 5. That's number 5. And I will say their acceptance is it's way easier to get your clips approved there than on some of the other sites that I've been a part of. Not to say you should let your footage be sloppy or just have bad editing, bad color grading, or submit stuff that really you just couldn't fix in editing. So I'm going to show you today a clip that I shot. This is like years ago, 2016. I recently found some footage from a trip to Utah that I took up in the mountains. And I'm going through this footage, and the quality is still good. It was shot on a DSLR, so 1080p. And the lighting and everything was great because I was outside and it was a sunny day. So that's all cool. But I'm going to show you some of the mistakes I was making during this shoot and how I'm able to actually correct some of these mistakes in the editing process. So if you think your footage is total crap and you're like, I'm not even gonna waste time trying to edit this, think again. I'll show you some behind the scenes stuff here. So let me share my screen. By the way, I'm working in a program called Movavi, Movavi. I have a really old version on this desktop. I think I purchased this back in 2018, 19, something like that. I really just wanted a simple editing software to be able to trim clips and potentially add music tracks to. That was the only reason I bought this software. I wasn't really using it for stock footage. I do have a newer version on my laptop, and it has made the editing process a little easier, but I like working on, I have 2 screens. I like working on my dual screens, and I have a 27-inch and a 24-inch monitor. So it just makes it easier to kind of analyze my footage. So I say all this just to show you that you can use this inexpensive program if you're just getting started. I think I paid like $65, $69, something like that for it. You don't have to spend a ton of money. You don't have to be subscribed to like, what's it called? Adobe Creative Cloud. You don't have to pay for that stuff every month. You can just buy a program like this, and you don't have to pay any fees or anything like that, or any monthly costs, unless you choose to upgrade, at which time you would have to basically just buy the program again. But it'd be cheaper than paying monthly every month for something. So here is a shot that I have from Utah. I'm going to show you my run-through process here of what I'm doing, and kind of it'll be slowed down so I can explain it to you. But my goal pretty much when I come into the editing process is to be in and out as quick as possible for each clip, because time is money. Clips are money. The more you have up, the faster you can get them up, the more money you're going to make. So here's the clip. I'm just going to play it. It's got audio on it right now because I haven't touched it. Shaky footage. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not sure if you can hear the audio. I've got my mic on, so I don't hear any sound coming, but I'm pretty sure it's coming across on your end. But anyways, there's wind noise and whatnot. So when you're uploading stock footage, 99% of the time, you're going to remove the audio because it's not needed. When people are going to buy footage for their project, they're going to put their own sound effects, music, talking, whatever it might be, over their clip. So first things first, I typically, once I've decided, can I use this clip? Then I will right click in Movavi, and you can just click detach audio. And from there, I just highlight it, delete, it's gone. No audio. I think, let's see if you might be able to hear now that it's not there. Okay. So next thing is, I'm seeing like, okay, let's check the in and out points of this video. Where do I need to trim it? I've got like this weird wobble when I first started filming. Shut up. And I want to kind of remove that. I'm also going to show you something else to make this footage a little bit more usable. So I'm going to kind of like highlight here. And that, when you see it, a yellow box around the clip, that means you can do stuff to it. So I'm going to click split. This is trimming it. And then I'm going to highlight the part I don't want, delete, gone. And then I skip to the end of the clip where typically, you're kind of like, there's my shot, and you have this weird like jitter. See, there it is. Okay, so here we go. Get rid of the end here, right about, you can kind of like drag and drop right where you see it. Like, oh, right about there. Okay, so I go back a little bit and then I clip that. Boom, gone. At this point, this will save you some time too. When you look at your footage and you're like, oh, what mistakes did I make while filming this? Because I can save myself a lot of time next time. Number one mistake I made during this entire shoot, I think I had like 1 or 2 clips that did not fall into the mistake category out of like 50, was to not use a tripod. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was just being lazy. I had already been doing stock footage for like 3 years at this point. So why I thought I could just walk around with a DSLR and not have it on a tripod, I don't know. This is a Canon T5i, which I don't even know if it has inbuilt like stabilization. So I don't know what I was thinking. Should have known better. My mistake. First glance, when I'm looking through these clips after I just found them on a hard drive, I'm like, I can't use any of them. I'm like, dang it. Like they all look like this, like, and you don't want to upload that, right? Okay. It looks like crap. It looks amateur. So the way I was able to fix a lot of these clips is there is a feature on Movavi. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. And if you click these 3 dots over here on the menu, and then there's a thing that says stabilization. Okay. At first, I couldn't figure this thing out. And when I would click stabilize, I'm like, ooh, what am I supposed to do here? So then I click the little icon that explains what to do. Smart, right? Once I read that, I was like, okay, so I figured out the settings of accuracy. If I go all the way up to accurate as possible, I want this clip to look smooth. And then I drop shaking down to 2. Something with the lesser number meant like the less shake. I think that's what they're saying. Why they could have used a different word here, like smooth? You want it 10 smooth? You want it 5 smooth? Why they called it shaking when that's what you're trying to remove, I don't know. But anyways, once you set your settings here, click stabilize. Wait for the magic to happen. On my computer, I have a pretty fast Asus, computer setup, and I've noticed that 1080p is usually pretty quick. A couple of seconds, 10, 15, 20 seconds. 4K, trying to stabilize the same length kind of clips, will take at least double that time, if not a full minute. So just keep that in mind. Now you can, from this screen, you can hit play. It's in the preview mode. Oh my gosh, right? It like completely removes all that shake, all that horribleness. Sometimes I will continue trimming a little bit of the clip if I feel like there's certain parts that don't look as smooth. But in this case, I'll play it back again. In this case, I feel like it's like it was almost on a tripod, or at least on a, I had really steady hand motion, right? And so if you're happy with that, you can click apply. And then from here, it's going to take a sec. Click the clip again, make sure it's highlighted. And on Movavi, there's this like half circle thing. I don't know why that's supposed to mean color, but you click that. It's going to show you some auto stuff. I don't use it. I don't think it's good. I like to do manual color grading here. When I say color grading, I use that term loosely because I'm not doing significant changes. I'm doing very minor stuff. So the clip is pretty bright, but I see some darkness areas right under this abandoned barn, whatever it might be. I want to brighten that up just a touch. So I might start at like 4, and already you can kind of see more of underneath the barn. Okay. Then I want to look at the contrast. Do I need to make my blacks blacker kind of thing? That's kind of like the best way to explain contrast. So I might go down here and say, let's, we don't need a ton because there's a lot of dark already here. I'm just going to do like 2, maybe bring back the black a little bit. You can try it again, see what 4 does. Does it make it too dark? I kind of feel like 2 is it's just right about there. And then saturation. Now we got a lot of blue. brown in the shot, but I kind of want to bring up the blue a little bit. So I'm going to pop in a little bit extra on the saturation. You don't want to go crazy here because this really changes the colors. So I might start at 1.25 instead of 1. And already, boom, like the sky looks bluer. I didn't have to go in there and add blue. I really don't mess with temperature and hue a whole lot unless my clip was not properly white balanced. I'm not going to get into that right now, but you can tell when your footage is like yellowish or there's too much white. But this was a bright, sunny, clear blue day. So all that, you know, good deal. Made it easier to get a good shot, and I have to do very minimal color grading. So as you can see, it still looks nice and smooth thanks to the stabilization feature. And I am happy with my footage. So at this point, I'm clicking export. I have specific folders that I send this to. Usually I break it up by dates when I'm editing. So I'll put it in a special folder for like today's date. Now, this is going to have some different options. Once I've got my folder in there, also I'll name the clip with all the details that I need to put in there to kind of give myself a head start when I go to upload this clip to Pond5. But we're going to skip that for right now. I'm going to just show you the advanced setting here because this is very important. So it recognized that my video codecs, okay, codecs is like the container that the video is held in from your original source of your camera. It recognized that. It also recognized that I'm shooting in 1080p. Frame rate. Now, this actually is incorrect. Why it thinks it's 30, I don't know, or 29.9. It's actually 23.98, so like 24 frames a second. So I have to manually change that. And for some reason, it thinks I only want good quality and not the best. I don't know. Always want the best, okay? So keep in mind, some of these settings you will have to come in and change. Know your footage, know what you're shooting in, match it to whatever you originally shot in. Like on the iPhone, you can select 30 frames a second or you can select 60 frames a second on the, like, you know, 1-2-year-old iPhones. 60 frames per second is really best used for if you're going to slow the footage down in editing. 30 is kind of where you want to be, or you can also shoot in 24 frames a second. I like 24. I've been testing that a lot lately because it's got this cinematic look, looks more like film, right? So make sure when you come in here, you're matching it to what you shot the original in for the best result. Full disclosure, I have made the mistake several times, didn't even notice it till way later, that I had picked the wrong, you know, frame rate. It's not going to make your footage look like crap or anything, but it's just better quality if you can match it to what you shot it. It's not going to kill it. It's not going to like break anything, but just keep that in mind. Sorry, this video is going on really long. I'm going to end it up here real quick. But once I hit OK, then I click start. Usually takes about 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds to export the clip. Then it's in my folder. Then I upload it to Pond5. Okay, and that's another video I've got on this channel. If you want to learn how to actually upload and keyword your footage on Pond5's website, check out the other videos on my channel here. Also, if you have not gotten yet your copy of the 5-step easy checklist to shooting stock video footage, do yourself a favor, go down in the description, click on that link, and you can grab a free download. All right, take care. Hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.